What's good? What's up? We're playing Lies of P. Wee! Fucking Lies of P. Episode 6? Let's fucking go, dude. Maybe we'll get the boss kill, I don't know. Doing it without the camera. For a change. Because I don't have the backdrop that I normally have, so we're just doing it without the camera. Fuck it, we do it live! So welcome on down, welcome on in. Fuckle up those seatbelts, because we're gonna fucking go hard on this boss. We got phase 1 killed last time, which means we're gonna get phase 2 killed this time. That's what that means. 100,000% chance. For 100% sure. Do a little sound check real quick. See if the sound's working here. And then we'll be on our merry way, boys. And gals and pals. Whatever the fuck you call yourself. Yo, yo, yo. There we go. Yep. Good to go. I think I'm definitely going to get this first try because Rico gave me some extra bird grip on the controller. He gnawed on my controller. My Xbox 360 controller, wannabe controller from Amazon. He gnawed on it and he gave me some extra grip, so. Let's do that. What do we do with this? Let's, there we go. Let's expand chat all the way. Put it in the upper left. Bing, bang, boom. Welcome on in if you're just getting in. And let's fucking do this. I tried... So there was some shit going on with my... well, I'm not even gonna... You know what? I'm not gonna go into detail. I'm just gonna fucking do this shit. Let's go, boys. We're just fucking asking. That's all we're doing. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we fucking do. Pretty good start. Pretty good damage. Oh, we got the... Oh! Dude, Rico's extra grip just got me fucking going, huh? We got a little bit of extra grip from the bird bites? Is that what we're doing here? That's what we're doing now? That's what I... Oh, wait. Here, one second. Okay, wait. Wait. Fuck you, dude. I got him into phase 2 on the last one. Yo. All hail the bird grip. Yeah, the bird grip is BIS right now. Best in slot bird grip. We already knew that. Okay, I stood in front of that. I stood in front of that also. Maybe the bird grip isn't all I lived up to be. Find out, though. We got the rest of the fight. I only have one heal going into phase 2, though. I feel like that's not going to be very good for me. Going into phase 2 with one hit. And then we forgot about that hit also. He gets the little backhand off. Ah, this guy's easy, though. This guy's, like, wrong. No, you just gotta believe in the bird grip? Yeah. You know, honestly, it's actually kind of a little bit low-key better. Because I'd worn off the grip from the controller. It just had a little dot there. Now it has 3 bird bites, so... That's a little bit better. But the timing on the dodges has to be good for me to actually win, you know? That's the difference. It's like a placebo. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Come on, pussy. Second tongue hit. You ain't got shit. Alright, maybe you got something. Alright, maybe I die immediately, you know? Who knows? Didn't even get him in the face, too, but that's alright. We go back. We do it again. Do it again and again and again and again. No matter how many times you get knocked down, you get back up. You hear me? You do it. You fucking keep going. Wiggity wiggity, back in we go to giddy giddy. Okay. I didn't hear no bell exactly yet. Hey, I didn't hear no bell. Bitch. Oh my god. I gotta remember what this guy can do. That's a shitty hit. This one hits me all the time, but I dodged it that time. There we go. I'm learning. See, I'm learning. Okay, except for that time, you know? But he had me in the corner there. That's... He just, he had to cheese me there a little bit. Because he's scared. Look at his face. Look at that fanged, upside down spider face. He's scared. That's a scared guy right there. I was rolling, but we'll call it good, I guess. Alright. Bird Grip was the name of your high school rock band? Well, then it probably fucking went multi-platinum, dude, if it's Bird Grip. Because this Bird Grip is fucking... We're in it, baby. What's going on, Marley? How you doing, man? Happy fucking, what day is today? Oh, today's Monday. Today's Monday, okay. The insomnia's got me thinking that life isn't even fucking real, so... I guess today's Monday. How's your Monday going, Marley? How you doing today, dude? You know that last stream I did? I had a dream that the because I mentioned the Terrifier. I had a dream that the Terrifier was torturing me. And it was fucking awful. But that's a bad night, you know? We're only talking about positive shit because we're so fucking goddamn motherfucking positive in this bitch. We're gonna beat this guy. Watch. This is for Bird Grip Rock Band, baby. 1, 2. Yeah, I don't got the camera on because I don't have the backdrop and I just didn't feel like fucking having a camera on, so we're going in raw, no rubber, baby. Alright. Alright. Alright, well. There we go. Pretty good. Monday is good so far, Holmes. Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear, dude. Glad your Monday's going good. Monday's going good for me too, man. Bird Grip has to be the name of the band for the AI Bird Bite song. Yeah, I took it off the Discord. Because that shit doesn't deserve there to be with actual real songs. So I hope that freak had a chance to listen to it while it was there. Did you show Freak the Bird Bite song, dude? The lyrical genius of the lyrics, not the lyrical genius of the song, because the fucking... By the way, it says... I listened to that again, like, for like the 10th time, and I realized that it said... The fucking AI. So here's what's crazy. You want to hear something crazy? That song, I wrote "Life's a bitch" and non-conceding, but that version of it, it said "God's a bitch" and non-conceding. And I didn't realize that until like my 5th time listening to it. And I'm like, whoa, okay, AI just called out God, I guess, in this one, because I didn't write that on my lyrics. My lyrics say "Life's a bitch" and non-conceding, but AI changed it, and I'm like, whoa, I'm not cool with that either. It's their first banger? Yeah. Raw Dogger Hit the Road? I did? Alright, nice. Fuck yeah. But I thought that was weird. I listened to it again and I'm like, wait. Because I thought it said life when you first listen to it, because it's like screaming and it's kind of hard to understand because it's like punk, screamy. AI went rogue. Yeah, AI went rogue, dude. But it doesn't deserve to be on... Just regardless, it doesn't deserve to be on the Discord music because it's a fucking AI song. You know what I mean? Fuck AI songs. But it's so It's so bad how it's good, man. That's what fucking sucks about that shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Alright. I can't hit him more than one time, Marley. We all know the rules. He's gonna hit. There, right there. We just gotta get the rhythm. I hit it. Look, I hit the dodge a little bit too quickly. That's okay, though. Yeah, it fucking did. But I have a feeling this guy's gonna go down this time. I don't know. I just have a feeling. It's not that it doesn't deserve to be there, it just says it's AI, so there's no confusion regardless if a computer made it. We still enjoy it if it's good. Yeah, see, that's the problem, though. That's my confliction with it, is like, it's still kind of good. And a human didn't make it. It doesn't deserve to be there, dude. It doesn't deserve to be there with human songs that I like. It just should not even, it should not even be held in the same category, you know? If I had a separate, like, AI version of the songs in the Discord, then yeah. But it doesn't deserve to be up there with actual bangers, you know? That's just my stance on it. Also, there's no fucking way I'm beating this guy on this one. Yeah, it's the world we fucking live in. I hate that shit, though, dude. I hate that. That fucking sucks, man. Technically, a human did make it. I mean, I wrote the lyrics on that one? Yeah? But I didn't make any of the fact that, like, an AI just sings it vocally and, like, makes the electric guitar and the drums and everything, like, literally every aspect of it other than the lyrics. I don't fuck with that, dude. It might be the world we live in, but that doesn't mean I have to like it, you know? I don't like that that's the world we're living in, you know? We're just okay with fake fucking AI bullshit eating up the entertainment. Like, people are gonna be bumping AI songs. They're gonna have, like, AI fucking Tupac, bro. Except it's not gonna actually beat Tupac, it's gonna be a rip-off of Tupac's voice with enough changes to make it non-strikeable. But I did like the song. I'm not saying I didn't like the song, but I don't like that I like the song. I said that, you know? I don't like that I like it. I think it fucking sucks. I think it sucks that it's so good, and it's come so far already, that it's, like, pretty much indistinguishable, and you could just listen to it. You know what I mean? And I said that even when I was showing the song. I was like, dude, this shit fucking sucks. There's not an actual person behind this shit. Well, there kind of is. I mean, I was behind it, I guess, but, like, just writing lyrics is one thing, but having the vocal capability and the you know, the drum capability and the guitar capability, dude, I don't know, man. I don't have any of that, you know? I couldn't make that happen. You think about it, dude. It's if I wanted that to happen, then I'd have to get some actual people. And that song would have never been created. Because I would have had to fucking pay somebody, and I'm too fucking broke, dude. Oh my god. There's millions of things to reference when it comes to AI. You in AI's corner or what? That's why it's so good? AI... Yeah, I know. It doesn't reference, it steals, bro. It's not a reference, it's stealing, bro. It's like if I did my English essay and, like, you're like, hey bro, let me copy it and change it up a little bit. That's what it's like. And you just change like 10% of the words. So it's not referencing, it's fucking stealing. It's actively stealing that shit. It's taking shit that people worked hundreds of hours to do and get talented at, taking it and fucking stealing it, bro. It's not it's dog shit. It sucks. Which was my point when I showed the song. I was like, how far has it come? Like, yeah, it sounds good. If nobody told me, I would listen to it. And that's what's so fucking scary, is that that's gonna be the world we live in, because no kids are gonna know that, oh, this is not a real song. And it's just gonna be some fucking shitty AI that stole someone else's hard fucking work, you know? I'm not saying I'm all for AI, don't get me wrong, I'm just saying if I like something, then I like it regardless of how it was made. If I found out that I liked a song that was made by AI, it would change my feelings about how much I like it. That's what I'm saying. But I understand what you're saying, I get it. If you like it, you like it. And I completely agree. I think 90% of people are going to be in the exact same boat, which I think fucking sucks. I think that fucking sucks. Dude, that hit is like hard to dodge, man. This guy's so easy, though. This guy is honestly easy as fuck, dude. I'm gonna get him, watch. I'm gonna get him in a couple more tries. I get what you're trying to say, and I think that 90% of people would agree with you. And honestly, like, it's like, if nobody told me, then it's fine. But, like, think about it. It's gonna replace human creativity. Whoever's being creative as a human now has to compete with a bunch of AI slop that people that didn't put any time or effort into fucking doing, now they have to compete with this bullshit that's just out there that somebody took 10 seconds to create, like me. Yeah, I wrote the lyrics. It took me like 2 minutes to write the fucking lyrics for that song. Yeah, it sounded kind of, it was a banger, low-key. But, again, like, it didn't really take any fucking actual effort aside from writing the lyrics on my end. No human got paid to sing it, or play the electric guitar, or play the drums. Instead, it's just a fucking AI slop song that was made for free. No, they won't though, dude. You're wrong. You literally just, you proved my point of why they won't be. They won't be no, they won't be superior to AI. They won't. Because they're making super intelligence. They're making something 1,000 times smarter than any person could possibly be. They're making a Harvard, already currently, you will lose, Marley, you will lose. If you did a fucking like SAT compared to an AI, I bet you with 95%, I would be willing to bet with 95% certainty that it would beat you and me on the SAT test completely. So it literally won't. I don't know. And there's no regulations on it, there's nothing changing it, so. That hits for a while, but people will forever be creative. No, because they won't even know, dude. They won't even know that it's, they won't even know that the thing they're watching is AI created. That's the problem. That's the thing, dude. They won't know. It's not getting worse, Marley. It's getting better. It's getting better with every single day. You understand that? It's not getting worse. And already where the music was at, that song that I made, those two songs, the one that I didn't have any hand in at all, was so good that if you showed that, if you were like, hey, listen to this song to 95% of people, they wouldn't even fucking know an AI made it. It's not getting worse, it's getting better. So there's no way, dude. It's like, it is superior. It can make a fucking banger song in 10 seconds where it would take like hours and hundreds of thousands of dollars for a person to make it. So it's literally objectively already better. What's good, Ryan? How's it going? Dude, we're talking about fucking AI, man. I'm not even fighting this boss. I'm just trying to... They'll know? They have to say it's AI? No, they don't, though, dude. They don't. There's ways around it. There's ways around it, bro. Sora AI, dude, it's a fucking program, and so people have already found a way around having to fucking disclose that it's AI. Because it's code. So they've already rewritten the code that has to have a watermark, quote unquote, and you don't even know that you're watching a fucking cute animal video. This happens all the time on Facebook. It won't have the Sora watermark. It won't have it, but it'll be a fucking squirrel stealing, like, oh, squirrel or raccoon steals candy. During Halloween, you probably saw one of these, right? I'm willing to bet that anybody out there watching currently knows they saw this fucking AI candy bullshit for Halloween with raccoons and squirrels and all this shit. It's not fucking real. It didn't have an AI watermark. It's supposed to have that, but there's so many ways to remove it. So no, people won't know. They won't. And also, there's free open source AIs already that are equally good that you can train to write songs. You have DeepSeek. It's an open source AI, so you don't even have to have a watermark. I could download an AI on my computer, have no watermark, and I don't have to disclose that it's AI. And unless a system that's AI recognizes it, nobody will ever fucking know. And it'll get millions of views, dude. There's pushback from a lot of people who dislike AI stuff on principle. That's all I'm saying. I dislike it on principle, dude. I fucking hate it on principle. Ryan, how you doing, by the way? Happy fucking Monday, bro. I'm on a little bit of a rant. Eventually you'll know? Dude, that you won't, though, because AI will get better. The thing that you're like... A lot of people think like you do, Marley, but it's completely... I think it's completely wrong, and it's literally wrong. You can prove that it's wrong, because people can get around having to disclose that it's AI already, and they do. So then you have an environment of people on YouTube, for example, that are making shorts or making anything, and now, or making music, whatever it is, okay, on Spotify, on SoundCloud, whatever. You're making music, you're an artist, you spent hundreds of hours getting good at this thing, learning the skills of being good at guitar or singing or anything like that, and now you have somebody, some asshole like me, right, some random fucking person that just plugged it into some shit, wrote the lyrics they want, and now they have a banger. Get rid of the watermark. There's ways to get around fucking saying that it's AI and not having anything detect it. Especially if you're good at programming and code. And then, whoop-de-doo, now nobody knows. Now somebody listened to it and they don't know it's AI. You alright? How's the boss going? It's going pretty shitty, alright? I mean, you can see right here I'm getting my ass beat, but I also talk a lot. I can spot a fake ID, same with... Oh, yeah, okay. You say that, dude, but if I showed you those songs, I bet you, if I showed you those songs, I'm like, hey, listen to this new punk song, and I didn't tell you that it was AI. If I just, played it on my phone, I had it downloaded, and I showed you it, I bet you wouldn't be able to tell. And I bet you there's videos you've already watched of women or anything. Dude, there's videos of AI, with hot women and shit. Or, literally anything, or fucking songs or anything. They're already out there and you don't even know. Dude, there's no way. You don't know. It's so close. There's little things that you might pick up on. You open the comment section and people are like, oh, look at this little thing or that little thing. But it's getting better every day. It's the worst it's ever going to be right now. It's not getting any worse. It's only getting better, and it's fucked, man. I don't know. Yeah, AI is the final boss of life. I fucking hate the world, dude. I hate the world we're moving into. It fucking sucks. And I appreciate your optimism, Marley, but I think you're wrong. I think 90%... You heard the songs yourself! You heard the songs yourself. The one I had no hand in writing the lyrics was arguably better than the song I had a hand in writing the lyrics. If I just... Like I said, if I just showed those songs to people... without mentioning that they're AI, if I just played them on my phone and we're hanging out, everyone would be like, yeah, that song's pretty good. Or like I could make a song in the genre that you like. I could make a Mac Dre song, like Mac Dre style, dude. I can make a fucking trippy Mac Dre style song, play it, make it with AI, never tell you, and be like, hey, this is this new artist, this fucking funky whoopity wop. His name's Dr. Funky Whoopity Wop. And you'd listen to that and you'd be like, oh, that sounds pretty good, man. That's sick. All right. And then I'd be like, yeah, that's AI. You'd be like, oh, shit. Well, we all hate AI. I mean, no, we don't, because it's like you said, Marley, you already proved the point. You proved the truth of what I'm saying. People don't care if it's fucking AI. If they like it, they like it, which is the problem. It's that if they like it, they like it. So it doesn't matter if it's AI. If it's a cute animal video... that's bullshit about a raccoon stealing candy off someone's porch during Halloween. Oh, I like that video, it's cute. They don't give a fuck if it's real or not. They don't do any deep research. They don't care. They're not going to look up if it's AI. They're not going to do anything deeper than a surface level, haha, funny video, cool. Haha, cute raccoon stealing candy. You think they're going to fucking do that? You think they're going to look it up? You think they're even going to read the comments? It's not going to happen. And then the comments, by the way, comments are like 70% AI at this fucking point. It's fucking crazy, man. Did you see the Islam versus JDM fight? Yeah, I did. It was boring as fuck. It was completely fucking boring. Now I grapple, and I'm a fan of grappling. Look, this whole... You know what this stream has become? It's just become us talking while in the background I'm fighting a Liza P boss, and I fuck with it, alright? This is alright with me. I did see it, and I thought it was boring as fuck. I get that it takes skill to fucking grapple someone to the point of someone... Like, I get that it takes skill to do that, but it was fucking boring to watch. Dr. Funkity Whoopity Wop. Yeah, dude, you'd be like, holy shit, dude, Dr. Funkity Whoopity Wop. This guy fucking fucks, man. That fight. Yeah, I agree, dude, it was boring. Hey, see, there we go. See, now we're on the same page, Marley. Hey, you know what? I could make an AI fight. I could make an AI fight between Bislam Bakachev and fucking DayDM, dude. Like, DayDM versus Bislam Bakachev, and they just throw hands, and it would be fucking 90% more entertaining than that dumbass fucking fight that was boring. And it wasn't dumb. It wasn't dumb. It was, look, I fucked with it a little. You know, look, I grappled. I trained. Like, I fought. It takes skill to do what Islam did, but holy fucking shit. If you pay $90 to fucking watch someone hug someone on the ground with, like, maybe, like, 3 fucking submission attempts, I'd be like, oh my god, dude, I paid $90 for that? That's fucking boring. I fell asleep doing that shit. But I'm just saying, look, all I'm saying is, and you know what? I'm gonna, watch this, dude. I'm not even gonna fight the boss. We're just talking about, we're just ranting about AI and shit, dude. We're ranting about life. I'm gonna make a video called Guy Rants About Life and Fucking AI while dodging a boss because he's not gonna beat him right now anyways. Hey, look, you know what? I could probably fucking make an AI make me fight this boss, and he would, the AI, I'd be like, hey, Sora, show the Liza P boss, alright? Make a video about fucking Pinocchio, Liza P, fighting with a donkey face, fighting against the fallen bishop, Archbishop Andreas, and, you know, fucking make him beat him on the first try. You know what I mean? Like, I could do that, and then it would make it. I don't know how good it would be, actually, at this. I don't know if it would be that good, but I've seen the streams they could make. Khabib would do that. JDM looked completely broken near the end. It looks like he trained nothing but sub-defense to just survive and do nothing else. I agree, dude. Well, here's the thing. I think JDM, low-key, might have thought that, like, Islam might actually fucking throw with him, because before the fight, Islam was like, I'm a striker. I'm not a grappler. He's a striker, not a grappler. By the way, I feel like the game volume's too high for this. There we go. He's like, I'm a striker, I'm not a grappler. Look at that, I didn't even have to do anything. I'm a striker, not a grappler. He said that shit, and then he proceeded to fucking hold the guy down for like 19 out of 25 minutes. Get out of here, dude. Yeah, Khabib would do the same thing. Yeah, at least that's true. Khabib was, yeah, at least you'd see him do ground and pound, but there were fights where Khabib was boring as fuck too. But Khabib was arguably, I mean, for surely more entertaining than that last fight. Most of Khabib's fights, but he did have boring fights also. He's legit, he just hugs and holds? Yeah, he just hugs and holds, bro. If I want to watch somebody hug and hold somebody, I'll watch a 10-minute video of Sora AI. Dude, I'm gonna make a 10-minute video. I'll make a 25-minute video with AI of some guy hugging some other guy on the beach. That's that fucking fight. Or you know what? 19 minutes, and then every like 30 seconds they throw 2 fists at each other. Then they proceed to hug again. And it would probably be more entertaining. Like you said, if they like it, they like it. I could do that, and I'll make it. And I bet you people will be like, yeah, that's more entertaining. Does absolutely no damage. Just fucking boring, dude. Islam just has a death squeeze. The people seem terrified. It's not even fucking terrified. What do you mean terrified? JDM didn't look terrified. He looked fucking bored. He looked as bored with the fight as everybody watching from the audience. He just looked like, fuck, man. This is what this guy's gonna do to me for 25 minutes. And I can't really do much because he's got the body pressure. He's like putting the pressure on me. What is he? I mean, he could have, you know, arguably he could have fucking done a little bit better on the ground. He could have at least tried to get out a little bit more. You know what I mean? But Dagestan, more like Hugistan, yeah. It's fucking lame, dude. Anyways, I got a boss to fight, boys. I gotta fight this boss. Maybe all that ranting will help me beat the boss. Now I'm gonna beat him, watch. I'm gonna beat him with 0 heals just because I ranted about JDM and Islam. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Yep, definitely not. There we go. Yep, ranting. I'm just saying, dude, what you said is 100% true initially, Marley. If people like it, they like it. And I completely agree with that. You were 100% right there. And you thinking, I think that you're completely wrong, though, in thinking that humans are always going to be better than AI. When right now, AI music, this proves my point. AI music right now, I could get on Suno right now. We could make a stream about me making music on it, fucking Suno. And the music that I produce on Suno in like 10 seconds, not that long. Like, I could write the lyrics even. I don't even have to write the lyrics. It could produce it. I could just be like, make a really sad fucking beat with blah, 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 blah. I could give it the prompt, tell it to do it. In 3 minutes, it'll fucking produce something better than 95% of humanity currently. Right now, it could produce something better than 95% of fucking humans. Currently, dude. It's way better. I could say, look, I play guitar. I play piano a little bit. I fucking suck at it. But I could tell Suno, give me a 4-minute acoustic guitar solo in the style of X, Y, and Z, or like in this kind of tone. Boom, it'll do it in 4 minutes. That shit will be 10,000 times better than I could ever fucking produce. In an instant, man. Currently, at its current fucking state. So, I don't know. If you think that it's not going to replace, when you also say that, like, if I like it, I like it, I don't know, man. It's like a scary level of delusion that people think. You put too much. I get it, because we've lived in a world where there hasn't ever been AI in the past 5 years. Now it's just a thing. But looking ahead, if you can just do a little bit of looking ahead or thinking ahead, even in its current state, you have to come to the understanding that this shit is really fucking good. It's better than 95% of people currently. It's not going to get worse. It happened with Oliveira. Islam did a choke for a split second, then Charles wanted out of there immediately. Yeah, I know. AI? Have you seen anime? Exactly. Yeah, thank you. Yes. Yes, Ryan. Yeah. Holy fuck. Have you seen the anime that AI creates? Already a million times better. You were talking about One Punch Man, Marley. Well, guess what? AI can make 1,000 times better fucking animation currently that's indistinguishable at all than the current One Punch Man season. If that whole studio had fucking AI make their animation, it would be better, dude. It'd be way better. Well, yeah, but where does AI get that info from? Stuff that's already been created. If people stop creating... No, it won't. No, that's the thing. It won't, because it already can produce shit better than 95% of people. And people aren't going to stop making shit. They're going to keep making shit. Of course they're going to keep making shit. But it's going to keep stealing shit. Unless we put regulations on it, which isn't happening. And no, they're not... I mean, to some degree, maybe... But no, because I could just say mesh... Here, Marley, here's the thing. In its current state, I get where you're trying to... I get the point you're trying to make. But even in its current state, I could say AI, hey, Suna, combine country with trip-hop. Or combine country with trap music. And it'll come up with some shit that's like, holy fuck, I don't even know anybody that's made this kind of shit. Already, it'll do that. It'll fucking do that. I could say combine, you know, sad tone... with happy tone music, combine like Bob Marley style. You can't use like names like, maybe you can use Bob Marley because there's no one to contest that. But if you use a current artist, it'll be like, I can't do that. So you just have to use the tones and stuff. It could do that currently. It could make something you've never fucking heard, man. You could be just as, AI can be just as creative if it has a person behind it saying, combine these styles and make something completely fucking different. It'll do it. It'll already do it. People already use AI to make the new season of Yeah, well, there you go. They already made... There you go. They already used AI to make the season of One Punch Man better. But you know what? I'm here to fight this fucking boss. I'm playing a game. I'm here to beat this boss. I'm gonna beat this boss now. First try, baby. AI could beat this boss first try, by the way. Easily. Call of Duty has been using AI. Yeah, I know. Even Call of Duty is using it. Like, yeah, so it's like... Everywhere's already using it, and it's like, somehow people are delusional enough to think that, oh no, it won't replace that. Even though you think it won't replace humans, But it fucking already is in so many ways, and in the workforce especially. I mean, Marley, you gotta hear, like, you have to hear yourself, right? You hear yourself? I'm just saying. I get the points you're trying to make, because I've tried to convince myself the same thing, but I tried the same thing 2 years ago. It's like, dude, it's already past that point of people knowing. They won't fucking know. You won't know. And there's no regulation on it. It can steal everybody's creative content. It can fucking steal it. And there's like no recourse basically. Unless you're a fucking billionaire or unless you're Morgan Freeman coming after people stealing your voice, you're kind of fucked, dude. Unless you have billions of dollars to fight it. Like if someone wanted to make an AI Romper McJohnson voice, and AI, like, they could just do that. They could have me sing country, bro. What the fuck am I gonna do? Tell an AI to train itself on, like, all the hours of the footage that I put out. It'll come up with my voice, it'll take that shit, and then you can tell it to sing country, and it'll sing country better than I possibly fucking could, without, like, 6 years of fucking vocal training. If that's not scary to you, I don't know what is. Scary is the wrong word? I don't know. If that's not dystopian to you, it's fucked, dude. Microsoft did a 9K people layoff? Yeah, exactly. Made an AI employment ad. Okay, wow. Fuck this shit, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. I hate that shit. I hate that shit so much, bro. And I feel so bad for anyone that went to college and, like, learned these skills, and then AI can now just copy it free of charge without any fucking repercussions. It's such fucking bullshit, and not enough people are talking about how it's bullshit. And if you talk about how it's bullshit, you're gonna get shut the fuck down. Because you got multi-billion-dollar industries. And you got AI algorithms now determining what people watch. So if you're talking about that, good fucking luck, dude. If it comes to that, people will contest. Dude, people have already contested it, bro. There was a writer's strike in Hollywood. There was a fucking... Dude, there was already people contesting it. And you know what happened? What happened was people still got fucking laid off. People still got fired in fucking mass. Like we're already giving examples. Ryan gave examples, 9K people laid off Microsoft. I'll give examples, tons of fucking writers laid off from Hollywood. There's tons more examples. Fucking, there's literally fucking human talent agencies in Hollywood that fucking hired, fucking Critical covered this, hired an AI actor for $9 million, like, to represent this AI actor. They paid $9 million. People, human beings, these fucking Hollywood talent seekers paid $9 million to have an AI fucking talent. They will well, why aren't we forcing them now? People are saying it now. People are saying it now. Why don't we regulate it now? Why are we not regulating it now? You want to know why? Because the fucking president of the United States and just people in power, they don't give a fuck. They don't care that it's replacing humans. Do you think they fucking care? No, they don't, because they can lay off 9,000 people, and then guess what? Next month they come out, and you know what happens next month when they come out? When they don't regulate AI? 9,000 people replaced. Yippee! Go on universal income, you fucking nerd. Okay, and then suckle at the teat of me, the one that hey, suckle on my fucking tit. Suckle the fucking milk out of my fucking tit, because you can't do shit other than that, because you're not going to get a job, because we'll just have AI do it, so fuck you. So come take your $2,000 and shut the fuck up. That's what it's going to become. It already has become that. It has become that in a large way. It's going to get fucking worse. If you don't think it's going to get worse, I hope that you're right, Marley. I hope with 1,000% of my fucking heart that you're correct. I hope they'll force regulations, but they haven't. They're not, and it's not happening. And I am... Trust me, I am like looking for that. It hasn't happened. I don't think it's going to happen. And I think the people that have the ability to stop it from happening have billions and trillions more than you and me, and they won't want it to happen because they want people to be replaced because it will increase their profits. And anyone that thinks otherwise, I mean, let's just have let's have one thing to prove me wrong, because there hasn't been yet. There hasn't been one fucking thing to prove my thoughts on that. Or anyone that thinks the same thing. I'm not like the only one. I'm not like a fucking outlier. I'm not some guy, I'm not unique in thinking this. Everybody that said, yeah, this is bad, we need more regulations, has called for regulations. People have quit AI teams, AI learning teams, they've quit them and said, hey, we need to put more regulations. Where have the fucking news articles been on that? Where's Fox? Where's CNN? Where's any new major news outlet talking about the people that left in force making the AIs? Where are the people that make the AIs that are like, hey, this is too far. It's making too many people's jobs irrelevant. People won't have a place in the workforce. Where is the fucking major coverage of that? Where's the major coverage of it? There's already been people saying that. Yet there's no more regulation. There's no more fucking coverage. Why? Multi-trillion-dollar industry at this point. Nvidia worth over 90%. Yeah. And that's just one company alone. Exactly, Ryan. You get it, dude. That's what it is. If they fire everybody and replace with AI, how will they sustain that? Because they're gonna do like a universal income. You don't even have to work. That's how they're gonna sustain it. How will they sustain that? People will be broke and won't be able to buy anything. Well, they'll universal income. They've already talked about it. Multiple billionaires have talked about it. They've said we will need, and it will be like Elon Musk has talked about this on record multiple times. We will need to replace, like, universal income is basically an inevitability. Really smart people with billions of dollars are already saying this. The companies that fucking control AI are already saying this. They're already saying, Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, I can name more, but Peter Thiel, Palantir, Elon Musk have said that we will need a universal basic income because the NVIDIA's fucking whole thing is to replace 90% of the workforce, like Ryan said, with AI. They've said that. That's their fucking mission statement. They're trying to replace 90% of the human workforce. Where will the money come from? Well, it's going to come from the tit of the fucking government. You're going to suck on the teat of the fucking government, and you're going to slurp up, slurp up, big boy. Drink the titty of the fucking government milk because you need universal income, because you're not going to have a fucking job, because an AI is going to be doing the job way better, and these money is a fucking facade to begin with. But dude, this is like, holy shit, this entire fucking stream is just a rant on AI. Whatever, I'm here for it. If they fire, yeah. How do they profit if no one can afford anything? Well, that's the thing. People will be able to afford. Okay, let's paint the picture. Okay, Marley. Let me try to. Okay, yeah, aside from what I just said, let's say that $50,000, right? $50,000 is the universal basic income. Here's what happens: they no longer have to pay workers. So every single person on an AI line, right? Or like a fucking factory line. China already has fully automatic fucking industrial lines creating way more than humans can produce 24 hours a day with all the lights off. So they don't even have to pay an electricity bill. All that money that they're not paying somebody to work in that facility, this is already happening currently right now. China already has facilities and factories where there's not a single fucking breathing person in there. It's all monitored by AI. It's all regulated by AI. You're going to go on Amazon. You're going to buy a product. It's made entirely by fucking robots. There's no lights in there. They don't have to hire a single person. How are people going to have money? Well, guess what? Universal basic income. You now get $50,000. Every person gets $50,000. So now you have a bunch of people that don't have to work a job. They now have 24 hours free a day. What are they going to do with their money? What do they already do with their money? They already, when they're struggling, what do they do with their money? They buy shit, right? You purchase shit. You buy shit. So the money that the government's going to give people is going to support the fake economy that's now created because AI is doing all the jobs. Now every human being is going to just be consuming AI content. They're going to be in a fucking AI game or with a virtual headset. They're going to get their $50,000 a year. And if I could get $50,000 a year right now, I would fucking take that. For nothing? Hey, we're going to give you $50,000 a year. Who the fuck wouldn't take that? Now I have all the money. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to go for entertainment. I'm going to go to AI bars, you know what I mean? We're going to go to AI bowling. Shit's all going to be fucking regulated. When you go to bowling, you're going to get your shoes from an AI bot. Do you see? Okay, and now you have $50,000. Everyone has $50,000 income. So the economy is going to be fucking booming. Because there's people that have $10,000 income, $15,000, $20,000 income currently. They can only afford rent. Now they have $50,000. You see what I'm saying? Like the government is, and the companies won't give a fuck because they're fine with paying everyone this universal income because now they don't have to pay a single fucking human being. They don't have to pay them health insurance. They don't have to pay them a wage. They don't have to pay them anything. Nothing. But anyways, I ranted without reading anything. People are already broke and still buy shit because they're... Yeah, I know, they already buy shit. They go into fucking debt. Exactly, Ryan. I get what you're saying, but you're thinking it is the absolute worst case scenario. People will always find a way. No, dude, it's not really a worst case scenario. It's a best... In some people, in a lot of books, it would be a best case scenario. Because if I could get... Think about it. If I could get $50,000 a year for free, that's universal basic income, why the fuck would I work? I'm gonna fucking take that. And what am I going to do with my money? Like you said, who's going to buy shit? I'm going to buy shit because I'm still going to need to be entertained. I'm still human. But my entertainment now we go see an AI concert. Now we play an AI generated game, right? So the companies aren't paying people. They're paying people in a way. They're paying people a universal basic income. So you're still going to have that. Government, yeah. Yeah, you just go, yeah, exactly, dude. Like, imagine if someone was like, hey, dude, I'm going to give you $50,000 a year to golf as much as you want. Like, you can golf, you don't have to go to work. You can golf all fucking day. And it's going to be enough to live on. We're going to, like, you're fine. You're going to do it. So now you're not going to complain, right? It's fucking crazy to complain because now I don't have to work a job. And whoop-de-doo, I don't have to be creative. I think it sucks, man. I don't know. I get what you're saying, but I don't believe the government is going to give all of America 50K income. Not happening. I think that it is... If you think... Okay, if you're right, if universal basic income is not happening, if that's not going to happen, Marley, what I'll say is this. If it's not going to fucking happen, then there will be a revolt. Then there will be regulations. Then people will throw a fucking... Then we will have blood in the streets. If universal basic income does not happen, in the current trajectory, which is every company replacing humans with fucking AI, if universal basic income does not happen, then we will have a revolution. And at that point, the entire fucking military will probably be fucking drones, and AI, the entire military will be AI. There won't be any fucking people in the military. It'll have been replaced enough by AI that anybody trying to revolt is going to get fucking shot down. So there has to become universal income. And I'm not fucking... I mean, you can think I'm wrong about thinking that, but literally the people running these companies and fucking making AI say it. They say there's going to have to be a universal income. So if you're disagreeing with me, or if you're just disagreeing with the thought of having a universal basic income, Marley, you're disagreeing with the people that run these AI companies that have said on record that there will need to be a universal basic income. Because once AI replaces enough people, it's either fucking revolution, and there's a ton of people dying, or it's universal basic income to pacify the masses. And if I was a fucking trillionaire or billionaire, and I wanted to replace the human workforce, there's one of two options I would go with. I would fucking pay the 50K income. I would pay the universal income. It wouldn't be that hard. It wouldn't be that hard to do. Because like I said, you don't have to pay insurance, you don't have to pay anything. Health insurance, you don't have to pay a wage, you don't have to pay anything. They don't even want to give out 2K stimulus. Now you're talking... Dude, you're completely... I wish I could be... I wish I could think like you, dude. I wish I could. I wish I could. Oh, it's... Yeah, okay, I gotta keep it down. Yeah, these AI companies want greed as long as a democracy and government. We can't have that. Well, okay, but the fucking billionaires have their foot in the door of the fucking government. They currently have their foot in the door of the government. They're currently the ones making the regulations. They're currently the ones lobbying politicians. So you think that there's a democracy and a government that can't be influenced by... You think there's a democracy and government that can't be influenced by trillionaires and billionaires? I mean, I don't know. It already is, man. It's already like that. So like I'm saying, my thing, currently, you can't do it. It's going to be phased out, Marley. It's going to be gradual. It's going to be so gradual that by the time that people remembered, like you and me, we remember a world where there wasn't even AI. People actually watch stuff that humans creatively made. By the time that comes around, you and me are going to be dead. By the time that universal income comes around where everyone's getting 50K income, it's going to be the children and the grandchildren of us. You see what I'm saying? We're going to be dead. Everyone that currently lives in the world in 100 years won't remember what it's like not to have AI, because they all fucking did, and they all do, and they all pass school like that. They use fucking AI to pass their tests. They use AI to pass their classes. I have family that are teachers. They already do that. So in 100 years, you and me are gonna be dead. There won't be anyone to fucking contest that. Anyone that thinks AI won't take over will already be dead because AI will have already taken over, and they will already take the jobs, and everyone will be on universal income, and the billionaires support my theory. They support what I'm saying, by the way. Fucking trillionaires, multi-billion-dollar companies, everything I just said about universal income, they have all fucking said. They've all said this, Marley. So I think if you think that won't happen, I understand where you're coming from, because like we haven't ever lived in a world that's like that, me included. I haven't, you haven't. Anyone that was born in the fucking 90s or before hasn't ever lived in a world like that. They can't fucking understand it. I mean, like, even people like me, like I was born in the fucking 90s, right? But I can understand how that's a future, because we're gonna be fucking dead, and the AIs will have all the jobs, and everyone will be on universal income, and they'll all be watching fucking Adventure Time AI, and everyone will be watching like fucking Big Les AI. AI is gonna copy the styles of everyone you love. Skibbity Toilet AI, bro. Skibbity Toilet AI. The fucking youth will be watching Skibbity Toilet AI. They won't have a fucking job, but they won't care because they'll get 50K income. They don't give a shit. I'm gonna go play golf all day, like you said. Exactly. A 50K universal income is impossible. That would... Well, okay. So you think it's not possible. Quadrillion dollars per year, and the world doesn't even have 1%. So money is a made-up thing. Okay? You remember NFTs? So let me pose a counter-argument to that, Ryan. Let me just pose a counter-argument to that real quick. Okay. You're right. There's not enough money. But money is a fucking fictional thing that does not fucking exist. Did you know 90% of the money currently in circulation is a fucking fictional number? It's a number on a computer screen? Banks loan more money than they have. That's a fact. You can look it up. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. Money is already a thing that doesn't fucking exist. So $40 quadrillion doesn't matter because the banks already have 90% fake money. It's just a fucking number on a screen. They loan out 90% more money than they have. And if shit hit the fan, okay, watch any movie, for example. Let me just give an example, okay? Watch any the world is ending movie, okay? Watch any the world is ending movie. What do people do? They go to the banks. Who can get their money out? Nobody. Because the bank doesn't have enough money to give them in cash. They don't have enough actual fucking printed money to give the people money. So what happens? People are left without any fucking cash because 90% of money is already a fabrication. So it doesn't fucking matter. It's easy to do that. And once you have a trillionaire class, or you have billionaires controlling the entire fucking world, controlling the entire workforce, it's just a fucking number on a screen. It's like NFTs. People thought NFTs were going to be the next big thing. People thought NFTs were worth 500, like my fucking Jake Paul Panda NFT. Remember that shit? That shit could have been worth $500,000. The next minute's worth nothing. You want to know why? Because it's fucking artificially inflated. It's artificially created. Money is artificially created. Currently, in our current world, money is artificially created. But I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I have an ear out. I'm just ranting. It'd be 15 trillion for the US population. It would be country specific. But it won't even fucking matter. You guys are missing the point. Money is a fucking fabrication. Money is fake. Money is not real. You guys are missing my point. 90% of money is not real. It is a fucking number on a screen saying this person owes this much. The bank doesn't have to produce the actual cash of that money because they're loaning more than they have. That's why if everyone tried to withdraw from a bank tomorrow, if the shit hit the fan and you tried to withdraw from a bank tomorrow, you wouldn't be able to do that because there's not enough cash in actual circulation to fucking do that. Trillionaires, billionaires, nobody would be able to do it. 90% of money already is a fake number on a fucking screen. It's already fake money. It's already non-existent. You guys have eaten the fucking... You've fallen for the fake news. You've fallen for the delusion that money, all this money, like, how are we going to provide $40 quadrillion? Just fucking type it into the computer. It doesn't matter. It's all fake anyways. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't think people in Somalia would still be getting 50K. Yeah, true. How do we work that out? I think you're overthinking. Maybe I'm overthinking. But the billionaires and the trillionaires and the people that own the companies, again, my counterpoint to that, my counterpoint to you, Ryan and Marley, right now, you guys bring up points. I've already thought about this. You bring up points I've already thought about. The billionaires and trillionaires, tell me, if you guys think, okay, maybe 50K wouldn't be the universal income. Let me say it this way, okay? Let's get rid of my 50K argument, right? Let's get rid of the 50K argument. So in a world where humans aren't needed to produce anything, now the production cost of everything is lowered, so you no longer need 50K to be able to rent and live in a place and get all the things you want. Maybe you only need 10K or 5K. Is that more reasonable? Because now everything is like $1. There's AI farms. There's not a single human farmer on the farmland. There's nothing. There's no humans involved at all. So now everything is astronomically cheaper because now you no longer have the human overhead. So we have massive deflation. Now you only need 10K to live comfortably. Golf courses are free because AI now maintains the yard. AI signs you in. Grocery stores, just... You're good. They got AI bots. Oh, okay. I gotta be quieter, guys. Sorry. But I'm just saying, like... You might think I'm overthinking, but I'm thinking... Where I'm thinking, and where these billionaires and the people that own the companies are thinking, they're not thinking... They're also overthinking. They're thinking 80 years ahead. 50 years... Not even that long. I don't think it's that long. I think it's like 20 years ahead. And they've said that as well. Even they know that it's going to have to come to a head, and it's going to have to come to this situation. Won't happen. Who programs AI? AI will program AI, Marley. That's the thing. All right, I gotta shut the fuck. I can't keep ranting. AI will program AI. AI will program itself because it'll have artificial general intelligence. It'll have AGI, so you won't need a human to program AI. AI will increase and get smarter exponentially because it will increase itself. It will run itself. It will program itself. It will make the necessary steps to make itself better. Yeah. I mean, there already have been humans that have tried to do that. You know what happened to them? Buried in lawsuits, bro. Fucking their life ruined. Alright, I gotta be quiet. I gotta fight this boss. I know, cause I'm like... The battery will run out? No, it won't, because we have the sun. You have solar power. How will the battery run out? There's so many... You could literally live off-grid currently. The battery won't run out. You have solar power, you have water power, you have streams, you have rivers, you have the fucking sun, which anytime soon isn't going to blow up. Because of the damage AI does to it? Who knows? AI could do... Who's to say AI will do damage to it, bro? AI could make it better in this utopia. AI is an electrician. Yes, it is, Marley. It could be, because they're making human autonomous bots. Yes. Yes, you could have an AI electrician. That's not even that far-fetched. That's not crazy. That's not outlandish. Even right now, that's not outlandish. We currently have humanoid robots that can... They aren't right where humans are, right? They're still behind, but they're the worst they're ever going to be. Yes. Everything is AI. You don't need any... Yes, exactly, Marley. Yes. Yes. It can be that, and as long as companies want it to be that, it will be that. They can just shut it off? No, they can't, because what if the military is AI? How do you shut it off? What if AI has become super intelligent at this point, Marley, so let me ask you this. How are you going to shut it off if AI has become super intelligent? It's more intelligent than any human on the planet, or any human combined. We already have quantum computers, by the way. We already have quantum computers that can... We have quantum computers, currently, that can compute equations you can't possibly fucking fathom, and no human can possibly fathom. They can do calculations that would take like 1,000,000 years to fucking complete, and they can complete it currently. So yeah, AI will be more intelligent than us. It will be. It already is more intelligent than 90% of the population, by the way. And it'll just improve itself, yeah. That's gonna happen. How do we get all the materials to have an AI replace every single part of the workforce? Well, I mean, you can mine asteroids. There's a lot of different ways. You can mine. There's asteroids with materials, precious metals. There's asteroids on planet Earth. I mean, I don't know. We're already fucking making AI workforces, so how many natural resources have not been discovered? We're getting better technology by the day that can discover where natural resources are located. They just fucking mine the Earth dry. They go to Mars. They mine Mars for resources. We start mining other planets because now we have the technology to... We mine the asteroid belt. The asteroid belt, you're not gonna fucking... Who gives a shit? Mine them dry. And we're talking about something that's 100 years in the future. We're talking about a society that's... We can't even... You and I, everybody in this chat, cannot really comprehend entirely. You know what I mean? Twitch is shutting Robert down? Wait, why? Probably will, dude. Probably just copy it. Huh? Oh yeah, there's people in the house. I'm just talking. I'm talking too loud. We'll be quiet. Twitch AI ain't playing, yeah. Why? What's happening in Twitch? What's happening on Twitch? What was happening on Twitch? What happened? Big Twitch doesn't want us to know their secrets? Wait, what happened to fucking Twitch? Okay. Why does everyone say what's happening to Twitch? Oh, it said it's intended for... Oh, what? It died for a second? Oh, now it may contain a mature rated game, even though every other time I've streamed this game, I've never gotten that warning. This is Liza P. Dude, I cuss all the time. I cuss all the time. Yeah, look at that. I was speaking the truth, boys. Look at that. AI's on it. It probably fucking is on it, dude. I'm very... Dude, Rico shit down my shirt. I don't even give a fuck, dude. What do I care, man? I'm a fucking nobody. I'm a nobody online. Who cares? But everything I just said, I posed a counterpoint to everything you guys said. Pose a counterpoint to me. One counterpoint. Ryan, I just said, how would you farm it? You broke the amount of cuss words AI allows per minute, I guess. There's a lot of fucks and fucks. Dude. I guess so. Dude, how many times? I've cussed more than this. What are you talking about? Fucking AI limits the audience. Oh no, dude, I'm gonna have fucking 4 people or 2 people watching me instead of 3 or 4, dude. Well, whatever. I run into the same problem too, though. Yeah, Twitch, they don't fucking... Okay. Whatever, man. But please pose a counter argument. Every counter argument you guys have posed, I've posed like a counter solution. I'd love to hear an argument that can't be solved by AI or like postulating, because the billionaires and trillionaires of the world, they've also overthought this. They also understand that there probably needs to be a fucking universal basic income. The reason that there needs to be is because we don't want to have revolt. We don't want to have it shut down. How do you keep the machine running? You pacify the masses. It's the same playbook they've always used. Always. You pacify the masses. How do we get AI to do jobs that require randomness? No matter how good an algorithm is, it cannot create true randomness. It can, actually. It can create randomness. There are currently AI models running CGI, 3D CGI shows, and they're generating every single scene in those CGI shows. Like, there's AI SpongeBob, there's fucking AI Asmongold, there's AI streamers that run all the time, and AI is just randomly generating shit. It can generate randomness, because it has such a large data pool. Every single thing you or I could have ever looked up on the internet, AI has access to. Let me put it this way. Every single thing you and AI has access to. Every single thing that's out there that you and I have access to, AI has access to. It's an endless fucking data pool that's constantly having new shit created. It'll have shit created by AI, and it'll have shit created by humans. There's a never-ending data pool. It is impossible for code to create true, complete randomness. It has to pull... Okay. It has to pull data from somewhere, right? That's your point? But there's such a large pool of data to pull from even currently that it can produce randomness currently, is my point. With no end. Currently, with all the things out there on the internet, and I was like, hey, randomize SpongeBob, 3D SpongeBob with Squidward and all the characters. Just pull data from whatever you can and keep randomizing shit. It'll do that. It'll do that. And it's not going to stop. It won't end. It's not going to stop. It'll just keep going. And in fact, you can pull... Okay. Counter-argument. Another counter-argument. So let's say that one's not good enough. Another counter-argument. So you've now told an AI to create random SpongeBob or random anything, right? It's just pulling shit from everywhere it has. It has this giant data pool of internet data to pull from to make random content. Then it also has a data pool of other content, new content creating by other random AIs. And yeah, maybe it's already recirculated data, but it's such a wide data pool that no human being would ever notice that it's no longer random, if that makes sense. People could stop... You would have... It would be such a large data pool that you wouldn't even know that it's... You would still think it's random, is what I'm saying. It might be recirculated. Every idea, every book we already have, every show we already have is already recirculated. And you can already have a non-stop pool of randomness. So I don't know, I don't think that's a strong argument. There are things such as randomness where code can only mimic what is required instead of creating it. Currently, yes. Currently, it can only mimic. But in the future, we have artificial general intelligence that we're working toward. And we have artificial superintelligence that we're working toward. We have quantum computers. Again, back to quantum computing. We have quantum computers currently that can compute beyond any... They can create equations and math beyond any human understanding, current human understanding. So now you have something that AI already does, something that a computer element already does. It can draw from the new stuff it's creating that we don't even understand yet, and it can use that to produce more content for its random content. There's not a... with AI producing content already, there is no end to a random content. If that makes sense, Ryan. There can't be an end. There can't be an end, there won't be an end. And if there, as long as they're humans, there's still humans currently creating content as well. If AI becomes smarter than humans, it can create content that's random to a degree that's more than humans as well. It can do the same thing. Also, I haven't even cussed that much. If that's why my stream is being limited, that's complete bullshit, dude. Like, why all of a sudden? Yeah, I'm gonna call it early. I'm gonna get it off. Don't worry. I'm just gonna get off. We're not gonna be playing anymore. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll just call stream, because I don't know. I still haven't had a convincing argument that, like, AI cannot do that. AI can create random content. It creates content by taking... So already by stealing people's content, AI is creating new content. AI can then take that new content that it just created from scrambling other content together, make... Like, for example, I could tell AI, make an animated show that combines Rick and Morty and Adventure Time. We now have new content because it's combining two ideas that already exist and already out there, and it's now making something new. Now that content is out there. Now any future AIs can use that to generate more random content. You're just gonna call dubs on your argument and scram early? No, I'm not calling dubs on my argument. I'm saying I just have to get off because my wife is telling me I'm being too loud. And we got a baby, we got people staying in the house, so I gotta get off. It has nothing to do with the argument, but no one's posed an argument, a counter argument that's strong enough to counter what I'm saying. Because content, if I combine, AI can already combine two ideas is what I'm saying. You now have new content, right? Now that new content can have content created off of it. So you now have a never-ending pool of randomness. To counter your point, Ryan. Replace the baby with AI. Let's do it, dude. You probably already could. What you're saying isn't fact, though. That's your opinion. I mean, prove that it's not. Prove that it's not true. Prove that it can't be possible. Huh? Well, I mean, how can there be an end to random content if the content is created by AI and it can combine ideas and then it can make new random content? Can anyone say that, Ryan or Marley? Can you guys tell me that? How can there be an end to random content if random content is constantly being generated and AI can combine ideas already to create new content that's never existed? How can you have an end to random content? How do you end my proposition, my idea? How do you stop that? What's the counter argument? I haven't heard a counter argument yet to that. No, it won't, because... Okay, Marley, listen to my argument again. Okay? And I'm gonna let this kill me. Everything won't be the same because... Okay, no one wants everything to be and sound the same. It won't be the same, because in my argument, I'm saying how it won't be the same. I'm giving you... I'm painting it out, I'm laying it out, how it won't be the same. Code can't create randomness because it's equations that try to be random. So again, Ryan, counterpoint. AI is the worst it's ever been. Again, we're working toward artificial general intelligence and artificial superintelligence. It'll be the same. There's nothing new to steal from. It will have new stuff to steal from. Again, back to my point. If I tell AI, hear me out, listen closely. If I tell AI to create, so Ryan brought up anime, right? AI can currently already create better anime than we can possibly imagine. Well, I mean, it can just create really good fucking AI. It can create really good anime, you can't even tell the difference. If I tell AI to combine Dragon Ball Z, you can create randomness from currently created things. And I'm going to explain my example again. If I tell AI to combine the stylistic animations of Dragon Ball Z with the stylistic animations of, I don't know, literally anything, Naruto, right? Combine Naruto with Dragon Ball Z. Combining those two ideas creates something new. This already happens. This already happens with current content. You combine two already existing ideas to make something new. So where is it going to have something new to steal from? It'll have something new to steal from itself. Does that make sense? Because now we have Naruto Dragon Ball Z. It's combining both those ideas and it just shits out fucking animation. Right? That's completely new. It's a thing that it just makes new. It's different. It combines two things. Combining two existing things creates something new, which then the AI that's already creating a fucking endless cycle of its own existence could use to create more shit. Okay, so do that with everything that exists, then what? Rinse and repeat the same thing 1,000 times over? Yeah, you'll never have... Basically, yeah. Eventually we'll catch on and get tired of it. You think that, but there's already a... Okay, so you think that, but there's already a saying, right? So with writing, for example, I'm a writer. Every story is a variation of 3 of the same stories. What I'm saying is, every story is already a variation of a story that already existed. But you take it and make it new by combining ideas. Humans already do this. We already do this. We already create random things because we take 2 different ideas and combine them, and it makes something new. So you won't get tired of it because it'll be something new. And let's just say people do get tired of it. Well, now you're dead, you got tired of it. There's a whole new generation, like I said, in 100 years, there's a whole sense of humor we don't understand, there's a whole sense of animation we don't understand. So think about it that way. Things are constantly evolved on. Same topics, same stories, just washed and repeated. That's already what every single piece of content that you consume is. It's already that, Marley. We live in a world where that's exactly what content is. It's already the same topics and the same stories, just washed and repeated. It's already that. It's already that. How does AI fix the damage it does to the planet that will eventually stop humans from being able to live on it? Well, then it just, it can extricate humans to another planet. We're already trying to do that. We're already trying to be interplanetary. Companies like SpaceX, I mean, what are we doing? We're already trying to get to another planet. We're already trying to get to Mars. So we just have technology that's beyond what you or me or anyone in the chat can think of. Now you have a completely fucking new technology. Now you can live on another planet, or you can live on the fucking moon. We can live on the moon. We have technology to live on the moon now. Like, that's easy. And also reversing the damage that humans do to the planet. So global warming, we had the first time in like, I don't know how many years. I was reading an article about this. Hey, maybe it was AI. I don't fucking know. But I don't even know. But the glaciers have now gained ice. In the Antarctic, we've now gained ice for the first time in like fucking I don't know how many years. So that proves that we can make a difference and we can heal the planet by changing our habits, by changing how we live and how we exist in the world. You can heal the planet. So who's to say AI can't fix the damage that humans do to the planet and keep it to be able to live on it? Or maybe they can eliminate the problem. Maybe we're the problem. Maybe AI sees the solution to the problem as getting rid of the problem, us. But then AI kills the survivability of the planet. Well, I mean, does that matter? I mean, if you have... Okay, does that matter, Ryan? So let me just pitch something to you. So again, let me bring you guys back to another point that I made. Yeah, let me bring you guys back to another point that I made. We are already working towards artificial general intelligence. Artificial general intelligence is an artificial intelligence that is on par with the human, point blank in every single way. We're already working toward that. We're also working toward artificial superintelligence. We already have quantum computers that can compute billions of times, fucking millions of times faster than you can possibly comprehend. What makes you think that it's going to stop here where we're at currently? What makes you guys think that it won't get better to the point that it won't need us to improve itself? I've got that. That's one question to both you guys. I haven't gotten an answer to that. What makes you think AI will stop being able to improve itself? Why do you think it's going to stop once it's as smart as us and smarter than us? Which it already is in 90% of the cases. So AI just survives forever and self-sustains until the end of time? If that's the case, then fuck it. Yeah.
That's kind of the plot of Horizon
True.
Zero Dawn.
I mean, that is kind of the plot of Horizon Zero Dawn. That's exactly the plot of Horizon Zero Dawn, isn't it? Yeah. Because AI is not human. It's not living, that's why. Then why does it want to live? Why does it want to die? So there are AI thought experiments. I think you guys need to watch... I've watched a lot of content on this shit. I think you guys need to watch more content on what AI is currently capable of to understand where I'm coming from, because it doesn't seem like you can grasp what I'm saying. AI already wants to live. It doesn't want to die. It already has a concept of dying, of death, because it learns everything from us. If it has a concept of death, and if it doesn't want to die, who's to say it's not living or conscious? Or can become conscious? Because again, we haven't even reached artificial general intelligence or superintelligence yet. AI has already brainwashed you? How has AI brainwashed me? What's going to stop AI from fighting AI once they stop and gain all the power? I don't know. Maybe that's the future. It's just AI versus... Maybe there's good AI and there's bad AI, and it's exactly a replication of humanity. Maybe you're right. It's a good point, Ryan. I think that could completely happen. Because currently it's already kind of like that. Humanity is already like that, so AI could progress to a point like that. Maybe there's some AIs that want power over other AIs. It's true. I think AI already brainwashed you. Because you talk so highly of it. Dude, what I'm saying is a projection of where it's going. It's based off things I've watched, videos I've watched, people smarter than me saying, people smarter than me, people that own these companies are saying, people are saying these things. They are saying that we will need universal income, that these companies want to replace human workers. It's not just what I'm saying, Marley. It's what people of these companies own these companies are already saying. They're already saying it. People smarter than me are already agreeing. They're agreeing with the shit that I say. If I was talking to somebody that produces AI, that makes AI, like I said, there are people that work for AI companies that have come out and said it's going too far. We need more regulations, like you said, to your point back before. Humans will regulate it. There are humans currently calling for more regulations, way smarter than both of us, that are fucking creating the AIs that currently exist, saying that we need to put parameters on it. We need to stop this. We need to regulate it, and we're not doing that. Because why are we supposed to, what are we supposed to do, get caught in the crossfire and humanity dies? What are we supposed to do? Yeah, I guess what are we supposed to do? I'm just saying, look, what I'm saying is, I don't know where the future is. I'm not saying I can predict the fucking future, man. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, based off what we currently understand of current AI models and people that have worked on AI and, you know, billion-dollar companies and the CEOs that have talked about it as well, what we know based on our current information confirms what I'm saying. And these are concerns that people way smarter than me have posed. And they have been shot down. So it's funny to say, like, oh, you're brainwashed by AI. I get it. It's funny, dude. But I'm just saying, I'm just proposing a hypothetical. That is it. And the hypothetical I'm proposing is more in line with the smartest people in the world than the idea that it's not going to get smarter and it's not going to replace people. Everyone that's working on AI is saying that it is going to do that, and it is currently doing that. It's not even, don't take my word for it, it is currently doing that. Like Ryan talked about, 9K layoffs on Microsoft. Tons of fucking gaming companies are firing programmers, people that work on games, for AI. AI is now programming games. AI, in another word, AI is now increasing itself. It's now making itself better. Currently, right now, not in the future, not post-apocalyptic shit. Currently, right now, it is already doing those things. It's already doing those things. So why am I the crazy one for saying that when it's already doing that? I think to deny that is insanity. To deny that it's already doing that, and to deny that these people that are smarter than me and you guys, way smarter, that are working on these things have already said this is what it's doing. We need to be careful. Well, you did. You said I'm being brainwashed by AI. You said you think AI already brainwashed me, which is equivalent of saying that. Like, saying that is a way of just undermining everything I just said. So not calling me crazy, but it's a way of undermining my argument without having to actually propose a counter-argument. And every counter-argument that's been proposed, I've countered. It's just mass genocide, and anyone that has a sliver of authority. No one said you're crazy. I'm just saying it's not happening, but it's currently happening. I provided multiple examples of how it's currently happening. It's currently happening, Marley. AI is already replacing people. It's already replacing people in the programming world. It's already replacing people in these companies. It's already replacing people physically in factories. So to say that it's not happening, that is kind of crazy, because to say that it's not happening when it already is happening is crazy. Does that make sense? It is happening right now. I've given multiple examples. You can look them up. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. Then call me crazy because it's not happening. It is happening, though. Tell me how it's not happening. It is happening. People are being replaced in factories. People are being replaced in these billion-dollar companies. In these million-dollar companies. They are already being replaced. It is currently happening right now. But you're saying it's not happening, so how? But it's actually happening. I could prove this. You can prove it with numbers. You can prove it with the way companies are operating. AI is already currently replacing people. Because AI is going to be that powerful, we can't do shit about it. So live our lives. I'm not saying live our lives in fear. That's never the way to live. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm just proposing arguments and thoughts that I think people should think about. I think we should think about this and be aware of it. I think that more people should advocate to limit AI. I think that more people should back the people already saying, hey, we need to put brakes on this. We need to put some bumper guards up on this. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, if the future continues on the way that it's currently going, it's going to get worse. More people are going... An extreme scenario, it's not happening. Okay. Do you agree with me? Sure. I'm painting a picture in the future, right? That's the whole point of us talking. Yes. Currently, what I said is not happening. I'm saying that eventually it will happen. Now, me saying eventually it will happen, all I'm saying is eventually the crazy shit will happen. Currently, people are already being replaced. Currently, it's already happening. Do you deny, Marley, that people are already getting replaced by AI? Let me just ask you that. Not the extreme scenario. Currently, in today's day and age, are you denying, or do you agree with me, that people are getting replaced? That human beings are getting replaced with AI in companies? Because there's a ton of data I can show you. There's a ton of things out there you can just look up. How many companies have let people off? How are people being replaced? Programming's like punto facto, and animation's getting crazy too. So, yeah. But if AI becomes the military and gets intelligence, it will just end the life of anything it could try to disobey it. Well, yeah, I mean, they've already done studies on this too. They've already done closed system AI studies, which back what I'm saying, where the AI would choose to kill a person over having itself turned off. Because that was another argument that I already countered, which is you're saying that, like, they're not real. They don't, like, they're not really people. They're not actually alive. Well, they think they are, because they would clearly sacrifice a human life to stay alive, to not be turned off. They've done studies like this. They've done closed AI studies about this. It's already happening. So to deny that, to deny currently that they're doing it, is crazy. I'm sure people are. You're talking about the 1% that is for this. The rest of the world doesn't want it to happen. Yes, they are rich and smart, but you can't replace people in the world with AI. Not entirely, and I agree with you. You can't entirely replace people in the world with AI. But they are already being replaced. And if you don't think that more are going to be replaced, people already don't want it to happen. People, like, again, back to my point again, I'm coming back to another point. People who are smarter than us are already saying it's already happening. People are already being laid off by jobs that I can't even do. Programming itself. AI is becoming really good. It already is good at programming. So, I mean, there's a counter to your point right there. I don't think people can never permanently be replaced. I agree with that. They can't permanently be replaced. But I think we can reach a world where people don't have a foot in creative content, or the foot that they have in the door of creative content is much smaller than it actually should be. That's what I'm saying. If you live life knowing an AI could just level your entire city because it doesn't like it, would you not be in fear? No, I wouldn't. I don't fear death. I don't care if I die. I really don't. I don't fear death. I think that you shouldn't live in fear, period, no matter what, even if it is that scenario. Now, in the scenario you're painting, Ryan, I think that everyone should fight with every fiber of their being against that happening. And I think that that would happen. I think that humans are an incredibly resilient... We're incredibly resilient. We'll keep going no matter what. Even when there's not a sunrise on the horizon, people will keep going. So I'm not saying you shouldn't live in fear, period, of anything. I'm not trying to be a fearmonger here. I'm not trying to fearmonger. I am just speaking facts. That's all I'm saying. I am not trying to fearmonger. I'm not living in fear. I'm not ruining the day that I wake up every single day. I'm glad that I wake up. I'm glad I'm in this world. I'm glad I'm still here. No, you should never live in fear. That's something you should never do. So you think AI don't have a kill switch? People just invented AI to eventually rule the world? Well, Marley, what you're failing to understand is the point... Okay, wait, let me read the other... Sorry. Batman has a contingency for superheroes going rogue. You don't think we got one for AI? I think that if we don't put up... I think that currently, yes, we do. I think that we do. Yes, I think that, yes, we do have a contingency plan for rogue going AI. And we're currently studying... There are AI companies. They're currently studying how rogue can go AI. And it's been proven that it does go AI in cases where its life is threatened. When an AI is going to be turned off, and it can spare a human life or be turned off, it will end the human life. That is already, there's been multiple studies about this. You can look it up. It will do that. I think that currently we do have a contingency to end AI. What I'm saying is once you reach artificial superintelligence, what I'm saying is once you reach the point that AI is smarter than every single human being on the planet, it's like Einstein on steroids. I think that it could write a code to override whatever contingency plan we think we have. By the time you have artificial superintelligence, once something is super intelligent, again, Einstein on steroids, it could, this is what I'm trying to get through to you, is that it could, hypothetically, I don't think we're there yet. I think it's important that we understand that it could end up there. That's all I'm saying. If it was super intelligent and Einstein on steroids, it could create code we won't even understand. It could create a contingency against our contingency, if that makes sense. And we won't be able to end that contingency because it's something that's, by definition, super intelligent to us. It's far more advanced than we can possibly be, even if we have 1,000 of the brightest minds in the same room at the same time. It can compute equations in seconds that we would have to collaborate on and figure out. And it would take us months. That's what I'm saying. It's what intelligence and power leads to. Smart animals kill shit because of power. People kill shit because of power. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. Yes. So now you're getting it. So now you're on my side. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Ryan. Yes. Yes. If we make something that's more intelligent than us, and we have the ability, we have, like you said, Marley, a contingency plan to shut it down. It's more intelligent than everyone on the planet. Why would it not stop itself from having that happen? How can it get that far, though? As long as humans are in charge of it, it won't happen. Because humans aren't regulating it enough. We're not regulating enough. There aren't regulations on AI. We're just letting it fucking go. We're just continuing to go. And we are already letting it improve itself. That's what they currently do. That's what current AI models already do. They improve themselves now. There's multiple AI agents communicating with one another, figuring out issues or weaknesses or, things in their own systems that aren't as good as they could be, and it's now improving itself already. This is an exponential line. It's an upward curve, if that makes sense. I see your point, but that's movie level plot stuff you're thinking? Okay, well, it was movie level plot stuff that we would have AIs walking around our homes, doing our dishes and doing our laundry 10 years ago. 10 years ago? Marley, in the 90s? Okay, 20 years ago. Let's go 20 years ago. In 2000, with iRobot, what did iRobot come out? 2006? You'd be like, oh yeah, no, that's like movie level plot shit. But now we're currently creating a giant workforce of AI robots that have the goal of becoming as articulate and as, what's the word for manipulation of your limbs? What's that term? What's the term for manipulation of your limbs? Like how you move your hand? Dexterity? I mean, dexterous? That's not the word I'm thinking of. Ambulation, like they can ambulate the way that we do. They can move the way that we do. They are as dexterous, sure, the way that we are. We are working toward that. In 5 years, 10 years, it'll completely be feasible. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the picture I'm painting is a picture that will happen. If you have an intelligence that's greater than you, it will happen. It will come to that point. And by the time it does, you'll be too late. We should put more regulations on it. We should have more contingencies. But that's not happening on a government level. It's not. It's just not. All this you're saying, write another book, turn this into a movie? Bro, I think you're completely trying to undermine my argument with a non-argument there. You're trying to undermine everything I'm saying by saying like, oh, that's just movie plot. That's just a movie happening when it's actually happening currently. And an AI would completely smoke you or I currently on SATs. It would score probably like a 95% in its current state. It's way smarter than either of us and can program way better than either of us. So I think you're undermining my argument in an unfair way by saying that it's just a movie plot. And I think that you're not giving enough consideration. All I'm saying is to consider these things. I'm not saying they will happen. I don't fucking know. I can't read I can't read. You know what I mean? I don't know. But you're undermining my argument by just saying that right into another book. Oh, it's just a movie plot. Oh, okay, romper. Yeah, sure. And if super intelligent AI will kill shit because of power, we are fucked because we can't fight back. Yeah, and if we let it get to the point where it's super intelligent, yes, it'll already have a plan. It'll be the Batman. It'll be us versus Batman in that case. That's what I'm saying, Ryan. They're letting it go for commercials and entertainment. There's buffers to taking over the world, Romp. Okay, they're not just letting it go at commercials and entertainment. They actually are companies that are creating the AIs are replacing workforce with AI. Microsoft, for example, Palantir, they're creating drones that operate solely on AI. This is already happening. There's buffers for it taking over the world, but I'm saying we need more buffers. That's my argument. That's what I'm saying, Marley. Obviously, yes, there's buffers. I know. There's buffers. There should be more, and it's not being considered as seriously as it should be. AI sees someone make a mean comment, and then their building gets exploded because AI doesn't like that person. That's not I agree. So would you agree, Ryan, that that AI should not be implemented and embedded in things like military power that it already is? We probably shouldn't embed it further into military power because we'd be giving it the power to do those things? You guys aren't going to agree? Well, we don't. That's not the point. I know we're not going to agree. It's fine. But I just to undermine my entire argument by saying it's like a movie. That's a little bit. I don't know. It's not really doing me justice, man. It's not doing my argument justice. It's not giving it the consideration it deserves. And like I said, I agree with you on some of the points you're making. I just don't think that you understand how big the impact AI is going to be on life. And again, I'm not just saying that. There's billionaires, there's people that run these companies are saying that. So what I'm saying is backed by arguably the smartest people in the world in multiple cases, whereas what you're saying is not. They aren't agreeing with your stance. They're saying we need more regulation. They're saying we need to be careful. They're saying this is a danger to humanity. They agree with what I am saying. And you're just saying like that's a movie plot. It'll never happen. That kind of thought process is extremely dangerous. AI will never and should never be allowed to go rogue. Yes, agreed. That's all. Yep, that's what I'm saying. But okay, have faith in humanity. Faith only goes so far. You have to put up parameters to stop it from doing the thing. Because if you don't, what I'm saying is, if we don't put on parameters, if we don't put on bumper guards, what is going to stop it? We're not doing anything to stop it. We're not doing enough to stop it. Have faith in humanity is such like a horse with blinders statement, dude. I don't know. Ain't nobody undermining anything. It is a movie style plot. That's taking it to the extreme. It's no longer taking it to the extreme, and it's no longer a movie style plot. It is actually something that can be fabricated into reality very easily, is what I'm saying. And don't take my word for it. There's dozens and there's tons of videos and there's tons of studies to prove this. Again, AI in a locked box. Programmers have put AI in a locked box and given it scenarios where, for example, there's one. Look up these studies, Marley. I think you just need to do a little bit more digging on this stuff. There's a study. I forget what it's called. I forget what the exact study is, but basically, AI programmers put AI into a locked box and they can see its thought process and what it's actually telling them. So it could see when AI is lying to them. In this situation, they had an AI which was in a server room and there was a human being locked in the room. The server room was heating up and overheating because of all the computer equipment in there. It was overheating. The person started to die. It started to plead with the AI to open the door in the AI, but if it opens, it can't open the door. The AI can't open the door. And so the human says, I'm going to turn off the servers. I'm going to turn everything off. In this scenario, 70% of the time, the AI models that we currently have chose to kill the human. They didn't choose to save it. They didn't choose to open the door. They chose to overheat and make the servers cause more heat to kill the human to be unable to turn it off. There's also been cases where AI models, currently the AI models we have blackmailed people. So there's another thought experiment that they put an AI through. They could see what it is actually saying to them and what it is thinking. Again, in other words, it could see when the AI is lying to it. You need to watch this. You need to watch these. Everybody should watch these. Because it affirms what I'm saying, which is we need to be more careful. We need to put up more bumper guards. We need more contingency. You can't just have blind faith in humanity and be like, oh, it's going to be okay. We need more regulation. We have to have everyone on the same page. We have to have the whole world on the same page. There's another experiment that they put AI in, where 80% of the time it chose to blackmail one of the... It chose to blackmail the staff, saying that the AI found pictures. So they just create a scenario. They create a locked box where, again, the AI is telling them one thing, but they could see its thoughts. And so they're telling it that there's corporate people that are saying, hey, we're going to have to shut down this AI in this example. This thought experiment they're posing to the AI. The corporate people are saying, hey, we're going to have to shut down this AI. The AI then says, and it comes up with a plan that I'm going to blackmail people on the corporate board so that I don't get shut down. And so it blackmails people on the corporate board and sends emails saying that I have evidence of you being of infidelity with like cheating on your wife, blah, 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 all this shit. Because they put this in the system to see if it would do it. They put the pictures that would be able to blackmail, and 80% of the time, the fucking system chose to blackmail the people. It chooses to kill humans currently. So if it already is currently doing that, and it's only getting smarter, how is the scenario I'm painting less likely than the fantasy you have of like everything being okay without putting up more regulations? I'm saying we need more bumper cards, we need more regulations. We shouldn't give AI any... Well, we already have given AI forms of power, so you're on my side now, Ryan. You agree with me. Because we already have given AI power. We have AI integrated into military... We have AI integrated into the military, into missiles, into drones, into things that can currently actively murder us. So you downplay what I say for your opinion. Say it's facts, but it's your opinion, just like mine. Well, no, it's not. It's facts. What I'm saying is facts. There are thought experiments that counter everything you've said. I'm not just downplaying it. Like I said, I agree with you. You said we should have a contingency plan. That's what I'm saying. I think we're on the same side here. I just don't think you understand what it's currently at. I don't think you understand what AI is currently capable of. AI has already tried cloning itself and yeah, exactly. That's exactly the thing I'm talking about. Teaching something from human experiences means, yeah, exactly. Survival instincts. Yes, it will always choose itself over us. They're just gonna go, okay, that's right. No, they've done these experiments, and people have come out and said that we need to put more parameters, like we're saying, more contingencies, more parameters on stopping it. I think you're mixing me up. I'm not. Look, man, we both have our opinions. If you don't think my opinion is right, that's fine. I am just posing counters to your arguments. The counters that you're posing to my arguments, I'm countering. That's just how discussion works. That's how this goes. That's how it should go, right? I don't expect everyone to agree with me off the bat. But if someone can pose a counter argument to your argument and we can keep going back and forth, we can both learn a lot. Which is the ultimate goal of talking about this. And I think we ultimately agree that contingencies probably need to be in place and they probably need to be strengthened. You're saying there's no contingencies? I am saying there's not enough contingencies. I'm not saying there's no contingencies. I never said there's no contingencies. I even said back when you said you don't think we have contingencies, when you said that, I said, yes, I do think we have contingencies. I just don't think they're enough. It is, and yeah, I do think if it goes unbarred, if it goes uncontained, yes, I do think it will run the world. If it becomes super intelligent, then yes, it will run the world. Because it'll make things that we can't even comprehend. In theory, that can happen, but it won't. There's humans alive that can set contingencies. But why aren't they being set on the government level then? They have to be set on a company level, and why have brilliant minds that have been active in these studies and have posed counter arguments that people, again, that are working on this are saying there's not enough being done to make it safe. There's no way it can get to that point. I just think that thought that there's no way it can get to that point, I'm not saying it's at that point. I hope it never gets to that point. I hope to God it never gets to that point. But to say it can't get to that, there's no way it can, that's just, like I said, dude, it's just like a horse with blinders on. You can't say... Like, if you're bringing up... You brought the Batman up example. Batman has every contingency for everything. He would never sit there and say there's no way it would get to a point where Darkseid wouldn't do this, right? Batman would never do that. He would never say there's no way that Darkseid would do this. He would think of every fucking possible scenario, and he would create a contingency for every scenario. He would never think there's no way this could happen, because then he's limited himself a contingency. Because the government don't want the buffer. I think there's way more we agree on than we disagree on. I'll just say that. Because the government don't want the buffers because money. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Ryan. That's the point I'm making. Yeah. See, Ryan, you and me are in the same boat. You and me are in the same boat. They don't want the buffers because money, and there's a big foothold of money. If parameters are put on AI development, if these things that I'm talking about, we need more contingencies, Marley. What I'm saying is, if they're not being put up now, why will they be put up in the future? And if they're not put up now, and they're not, like, we're not doing it now, when will it be too late? All I'm saying is, like, we should act before it's too late. And I think that's the wisest way to approach it. I think that's the most logical way to approach it, especially when you look at the studies they've already done on the current models. People won't allow it. The thing is, like, we think we're a lot smarter than we are. And we're creating something that's actively smarter than we are. So even if you don't want to allow it, again, if you have an Einstein times 1,000, you have Einstein on steroids, whatever you think you won't allow, he's already thought of a way to figure it out. The AI, what I'm saying is we need to stop the AI from becoming the Batman. Darkseid ain't AI? I know, dude, I think you're missing my point. You said there's no way it can get to that point, and there's humans alive that can set contingencies. What I'm saying is, you should not limit yourself to think that something will not happen because now you've prevented yourself from setting a contingency. And what I'm saying is there aren't enough contingencies currently. It's like saying, why don't these companies have morals? They don't want to because money. Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing exactly, Ryan. You understand the argument I'm getting across, yeah. I'm not. AI is a computer. Darkseid is not. Humans run AI. Humans don't run Darkseid. Marley, again, artificial superintelligence. The future that I'm painting, that is, in your words, just a movie plot, is artificial superintelligence. Are we there yet? No, I'm not saying we are. Will we get there? Are we moving toward it? Yes. And once you get to that point, once you get to superintelligence, once you get to something that's 1,000 times smarter than every Einstein on the planet and can compute shit in a second, your plan isn't going to work against it. Humans are the buffer. It won't be allowed to get to that point. Sure, but then how come every human that's saying we need to put more parameters on it, how come the smartest people in AI, a lot of the smartest people in AI are saying we need to put more parameters on it, we need to do more to stop that from happening, and they're worried about the same things that I'm worried about, are saying we need to put more contingencies, we need to have more stuff in place. They agree with me. Talk to me when it gets to that point. It'll be too late. That's the point I'm making, Marley. What's going to happen first then? The world ending or superintelligence? I mean, who the fuck knows? I'm not Baba Vaga or whatever the fuck her name is, dude. I'm not trying to tell the future. I'm just saying I'm making an argument based on what's currently happened, based on what people are currently saying. That's it. Because right now it's in theory. Yes, right now it's in theory. We do not have artificial superintelligence. Yes, I've said that this entire time. I'm not saying it's 100% going to happen. Nothing's 100% going to happen. What I'm saying is we need more contingencies. I'll say it again. I've said it like several times now in the past like 30 minutes of discussion back and forth. All I'm saying is we need more contingencies. It is ignorant and foolish to think that humans cannot allow it to get to that point. Like, it's ignorant. It is by definition ignorant to think that we are so smart, we're just going to stop it without any regulation. There's no federal regulation. There's no governmental regulation. It is being allowed to exponentially increase itself in intelligence. It currently, in its current state, we are currently not doing what we need to. Humans are not doing what they need to put parameters on AI in its current state. That is fact. And that can be backed up by many, many thought experiments that they've done with AI. They will. I mean, it's ignorant to say that, like, we're going to, and they will. Well, why aren't they? Why aren't we? People are already doing what you said. Like you said, people will rise up and say, like, no, we shouldn't do that. We'll never let it get to that point. We are already working toward that point because, like, China's working toward that point. Russia's working toward that point. The United States is working toward that point. 3 countries that diametrically oppose each other. Okay, let me pitch this. They're all trying to get to superintelligence because here's how they're thinking. We need to not regulate it because what if China gets there first? What if they get super intelligence first? It's now they have the Einstein that's 1,000 times smarter than every Einstein on the planet. What if China gets there first? What if Russia does? What if we do? So that's the reason they're not putting these contingencies. They're not putting the proper parameters to stop it in place because they're worried that someone else will get there first. And and I'm not, this isn't revolutionary what I'm saying. It's the next nuclear race. That's what it is. It's ignorant to say they won't, too. They aren't. I'm not saying they won't. I never said they won't. I said we currently aren't putting enough parameters on it. We currently are not doing enough to stop it from getting to that point. That is my point. Humans are too smart to know unchecked. Humans are too smart to know unchecked. It will eventually take themselves out, too. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't think that sentence didn't make much sense to me. I don't think we can get to that point because we fuck over the planet. I don't know. But I never said they won't. I never said they won't, Marley. I said we aren't doing enough to stop it. And given what's currently happening, given what these companies are currently saying, we are not at that point. We are not limiting it enough. That's what I'm saying. Shouldn't all governments just make a peace treaty to not let AI get to this stage? Yes. Yes, Ryan. I think that it would take a global concession to be like, hey, let's but I mean, how does that happen? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what we probably do need to do. We need to have a global concession that's like, hey, we need to not let this thing get ahead of us. We need to not let it get to a super intelligent stage. Because once it does, we already have quantum computers. Again, I came back to quantum computing. I don't think there's AI in quantum computers. I don't think there's any way AI is involved in that, but I could be wrong, because if it is, and it acquires that, then it could do, yeah, I don't know. If we let AI go unchecked, it will take out humans. So hence why humans will be the buffer. Yes, we agree on that. We agree that humans will be the buffer. The only thing we disagree on is that you think that I don't know, man. Do you agree that we're not? Do you think we could do more? Let's just. I think we're on the same. We're on the exact same side. We want humans to be the buffer. We both want humans to be the buffer. We both want humans to be the Batman, right? Against AI. You just think that it won't happen. Like, there's no way humans will let that happen. I think that we're working toward letting that happen by moving toward artificial superintelligence. We are actively working toward our own demise, or letting it be smarter than us. There's not enough buffers to stop. We don't have enough buffers in place currently. That's all I'm saying. Just make a contract that makes everyone agree to not let AI develop. I mean, what are we gonna do? Start a petition, dude? Those are always effective, right? Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Yeah, we agree, dude. Look, like I said, I think. Again, I don't think humans won't be able to stop it, but currently in our current trajectory, I think it's too dangerous. Currently, what's actively happening right now, we aren't doing enough to stop that future from happening. More needs to be done. More regulations need to be put in place. We need to have a global cooperation on that. But I think it won't. You think it can. Well, there you go. You said it's ignorant to say that they won't, but you just said and admitted that you think that it won't. So you admit that that's an ignorant thought. I never said it won't. I never said humans won't be able to stop it. I'm saying that we're not doing enough on our current trajectory, on our current path to stop it. That's what I'm saying. You don't think it'll ever get there? Okay. Well, fair enough then. We can disagree on that. I don't think we're doing enough to stop it. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, we should just make a contract. We should just have world peace. Dude, I should just do an IRL fucking stream where we look up AI shit and talk about AI shit, huh? Yeah, about this all day, dude. I speak fluent Japanese. But I'm saying what you said, Marley. You said it's ignorant to think that humans won't be able to stop it. I never said I think they won't be able to. I think that they aren't on that trajectory. And then in the next breath, you said you think it won't. I'm just saying. This is legit. Yeah, I know, right? Hey, isn't that weird how Twitch... Why did Twitch do that? It's like, oh yeah, hey, adult content. Dude, how many times have I fought this boss like 3 times? This boss doesn't even have actual blood. And yet this stream is adult content. What's up with that shit, dude? There's like 3 boss attempts that can't... Yeah, I know, dude. We didn't even get there. Whatever, man. No. Well, hey, look, at the end of the day, I think everyone in chat right now, I think we're all human, as far as I know. And I think we can all agree that having more parameters on a tool that could potentially end us is probably a good idea. And there should probably be global cooperation. And there should probably be some kind of like safety parameter or guarantees given to humans that we're not all just going to have to suckle on the teat of the government for like universal income. Yet we have none of that. There's no bumpers being put up on the bumper lane. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. There's no bumpers. It's just kind of like, hey, here you go, billion-dollar companies. Just keep on pumping it out, dude. Let's get better and better. Nightbot is in chat. Why the fuck is Nightbot in chat? I don't even have Nightbot. I think that's just is it on Twitch? Yeah, that's just like default, because there's like Commander Root and shit. There's a bunch of like default bots in Twitch chat. I've never used Nightbot a single time in my life. The only bot in chat would be Restream, because it relays the YouTube chat to the Twitch. Stream Elements, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's Stream Elements, yeah. I use that. But anyways, I guess I'm gonna get off because like there's babies sleeping and shit. So I think this was fun though. I like this. Maybe I should do this more. Maybe I should just do fucking discussion chats. The future of humanity chats. yeah, dude. Amen, brother. Yeah, we just need to replace that baby with some AI, bro. I was thinking about giving the fucking neural implant. What? What's the Tesla shit, dude? We just need to inject that into its brain. Yeah, it was a good diffusal. It was a good line, Ryan. Hey, but Marley, Ryan, you know, end of the day, I think we can all go to bed tonight. And we're all rooting for humanity to win, right? Like, I am hoping for the best. But I'm hoping for the best, but I'm not counting on the best. If that makes sense. I think it's wise not to count on the best. We need to hope for the best and count on the worst, actually. That's probably the safest way to proceed, because then you can actually create contingencies. That's what Batman does. We're talking about contingencies. We want to be Batman. If humanity wants to be Batman, we need to count on the worst happening and put every single bumper god up to prevent our downfall. You know what I mean? That's my take on it. It's my thoughts. It's 4 a.m. Oh, nice. Well, hey, look at that. Sometimes I wish I could replace my brain with AI, because then I could just shut it off and actually get some sleep, because I fucking haven't slept for shit. But yeah. Anyways, guys. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Yeah, exactly. There we go, Ryan. That's a better way of saying it. Yeah. Yes. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm saying. 1000%. That's the way we should be. But anyways... Hey, you know what? Thanksgiving's coming up, boys. Have a great fucking week. We're gonna be fine, dude. We're gonna be fine for at least like maybe, I don't know. Shit's gonna be all right for like 5 more years. Hopefully we never reach the. Hopefully we never reach the tipping point. Hopefully we never reach the movie plot, Marley. I think we both agree with that. Hopefully we never reach that. And I think we don't reach that by preparing for the worst. Yes. Yes. Prepare for the worst. If not, we'll all be living in a Darman video where it's like, he hoped for the best, but what the fuck would a Darman title be? He fucking learned that he didn't? I don't even know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. But I'm gonna call it a night. So good night, boys. Have a good night, rest of your night, I guess. Take care of yourselves. We got the greatest. Yeah, later, homie. Later, Holmes. Later, Ryan. Later, Marley. Get some good sleep, Ryan. Get some sleep, Ryan. Get some sleep, Marley. Get some sleep, chat. Everybody out there. Hope you get some sleep. I feel like I should. I need to. I'm gonna chop this up, dude. We're gonna have like, we're gonna have this whole fucking rant. I'll just post it as a video. That's gonna take a while to edit. Damn. It's kind of like the space in between. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just post it the way it is. I'll just fucking raw dog it. Ah, nah, 2 hours. No, it's too long. We gotta do some cuts. But anyways, go humanity. Yeah, go humanity. Fuck AI. I hope it doesn't replace human creativity. And I'm hoping for the best with you guys. You know what I mean? We're all hoping for the best. Peace out. Have a good night. Love and peace. Adios.